Let's take a breath together. Just a moment. Welcome. Welcome to each one of you. Thank you so much for coming by. Welcome to Zenful Conversations. So I'm here with this new little baby, right? He's where is he? About 4 months new to the family here now. Little rescue. But he's so cute. He growls at everything, and he's growling because the neighbor's car came home in their driveway. And it cracks me up. And there's a lot of joy around if we notice it. There's a lot of, it's not joyful as well, but there is a lot of joy out there. If we look for it, notice it, allow it, focus where we apply our focus, right? All of that stuff. But for now, we are here to have a conversation about being present for our own lives, being present, awakening, living in the now. As you may or may not know, I had the beautiful opportunity to take a training with Eckhart Tolle in last year, 2023. It was a 5-month virtual training, and I love that I took that. Actually, it was a training, Becoming a Teacher of Presence by the School of Awakening. And what he talked about a lot was being present, and what it means. And we've been talking about that all year. And really, I kind of think it's a beautiful, beautiful subject to contemplate and think about your own life. The Book of Awakening by Mark NEPO is the book that we're reading this year. You don't need to buy anything. I think it's an incredible book to have. I'm glad I have it. But you don't need to buy it because we are here every single day, and we are in year 6. So, The Book of Awakening by Mark NEPO, New York Times best-selling book, described as having the life you want by being present to the life you have. And the message we're offered today, this day number 2052 is titled, You Know Too Much. You know too much. And there's a quote here, a little paragraph, offered to us by Leroy Little Bear. 2 scientists traveled halfway round the world to ask a Hindu sage what he thought about their theories. When they arrived, he kindly brought them into his garden and poured them some tea. Though the 2 small cups were full, the sage kept pouring. Tea kept overflowing, and the scientists politely but awkwardly said, Your Holiness, the cups can hold no more. The sage stopped pouring and said, "Your minds are like the cups. You know too much. Empty your minds and come back, and then we'll talk." Ooh, yeah. Knowing everyone's birthday is not the same as feeling the wonder of birth, nor is being accomplished in the many positions of lovemaking the same as being passionate. It was the great Canadian scholar Northrop Frye who pointed out that understanding the principles of aerodynamics has nothing to do with the experience of flying. Let's hear that. This is important. Understanding the principles of aerodynamics has nothing to do with the experience of flying. If at times you feel numb or distanced from the essence of what you know, perhaps your mind, like the sage's teacup, is too full. Perhaps like a bowl too full of fish, your deepest thoughts have no room to move. Boy, am I feeling this message today. Holy smoke. So if at times you feel too numb or distanced from the essence of what you know, perhaps your mind is too full. Perhaps your deepest thoughts have no room to move. Perhaps we all need from time to time to dump out all that doesn't stick, to let God, like a great wind, rim our head like an empty bowl. I was actually just saying this the other day, that I have no space to sit and allow these divine things to come in. I'm too overbooked. Just was saying this, so that obviously is something I'm going in and out of all the time, because I like to do a lot of things, and I find myself coming in and out of that frequently, or less frequently now that I'm aware of it and mindful of my inner peace. But it is something I have to keep an eye on, because like you probably, I want to do everything and nothing. Information is not wisdom. The mind, while a great and irreplaceable tool, it can store instead of feel, can sort instead of understand, and can, like a beaver, it can build a dam of everything precious. If you cannot speak when your mouth is stuffed with unchewed food, how can you think clearly if your mind is stuffed with undigested information? But how do we empty the mind? By not overthinking, by not storing and sorting, by not replaying fears or dreams or doubts or praise, by choosing the most important thing on our endless list of things to do and doing it fully after tearing up the list. All the wisdom traditions say to be still. Say to be still. All the wisdom traditions say to be still. All the wisdom traditions say to be still. That the stillness will bore holes in our useless knowing. But how do we begin? Every time you find yourself sorting life in your head, stop and notice what the brightest spot of light around you is touching. After a week of this, make a deal with yourself. Trade 5 facts about how to live for 1 hour of unplanned living, and then have some tea. Let that come in and sit. Let that come in and sit. Relax your jaw. Breathe with it. How does that feel? Notice what you feel. The meditative exercise that we are offered today says, if your mind were a suitcase, if your mind were a suitcase and could only hold 5 things, what would they be? When experiencing something troublesome, how many times do you go over it in your mind? Why? What would happen if you only went over it once? When going to sleep, does your mind sort and file and replay information? When waking, does your mind more easily experience what's before you? If so, try to give life to the sensation of waking twice during your day. Bring only one thing from your suitcase with you today and leave the suitcase home. Wow. This was a big shot of reality in my face here today. I'll tell you that one right now. Because I will be careful with my choice of words here. And until now, when going to sleep, does your mind sort and file and replay information? I'll tell you one thing. I'm planning woman over here. I am planning a lot. So this is a very interesting message today. I hope that they are resonating and some of them are not only making sense, but making an impact. So we can be more present for our own lives. So we can enjoy this experience of life regardless of all of the trauma, drama, illness, yours or someone else's. Ain't none of us getting out of here alive. Thanks for being here. See you tomorrow. Namaste. Namaste.